Hello and welcome back to Loren, the Amazon Princess, and I think it's... okay. And I think it's probably about time to do another personal quest. Now, I'm going to save Loren's quest for near the end, I think. And since I think the next one to ask me was Ramus, I think I'm going to do that. View your party setup before proceeding, take Draco out, put Ramus in, and spread them out. Eleanor notified Ramus that she was ready to travel to Hammerhands to speak to his brother for him. When they made it to the Dwarven city, Ramus took Eleanor to his family's house. He led her up to a marvellous stone structure set into the side of the mountain. It was walled off from the rest of the city, and only a few of the buildings could be seen that were similar. "What is this place?" "My home, of course." "Well, are you royalty?" "Something like that." "Really?" Ramus pounded through the estate and right up to the front door. The dwarves in the yard gasped as they saw Ramus. "Hey, is that blasted Carterus in today?" The dwarves nodded, but kept silent. "Good, come on." No one stopped Ramus or Eleanor as they explored the inside of the mountain mansion. Ramus called out his brother's name repeatedly, until he stumbled upon him in a sparse room. "Carterus, what have you done with this room? The trophies are missing from the walls." "Ugh, wonderful, the lout's checked himself in. What are you doing here?" "This is a coup, brother. Ain't that right, elf?" Ramus gestured to Eleanor. She quickly nodded. If we may." Ramus grunted his dismissal at Eleanor. "Don't ask 'em first, just take." "That again. You're practically obsessed over those rocks." "Rocks? I'll show you rocks!" Ramus growled and advanced towards his brother, grabbing his axe. "Ah! No! Help! Help!" A large nomad squeezed in through the dwarf-sized door and stood protectively next to Carterus. Ramus stopped and scowled. "You can afford a meathead, but you can't pay your debts? Pah! Don't start. You're the one who quit trading to join some misfits' adventures. If we're at a loss for coins, we know whose fault it is. How dare you? If I was the only one keeping this family afloat, then you never had any right to be head of the family. Don't blame me. Blame your mother for marrying outside of her caste. Only a dwarf of my caliber could be trusted with." Ramus readied his axe with a howl. "All right, you rotten barbarian. Let's see how tough you are." There's nothing fancy at all about this fight. We're just hitting him until he dies. If I need to use a healing spell at some point, I can, but that's about... there we go. But that would have been the most complicated thing I would have had to do there. Level him up. Good. And let's get him next point of rage. That's 1 points of strength. Good. Oh, amethyst. At some point I need to get round to visiting a city and actually selling all this junk. Carterus whimpered when he saw that he was defenseless. "I'm gonna take those gems, and then I'm gonna kill ya." "I'm sorry. I didn't mean that comment about your mother." Ramus raised his axe above his cowering brother. "Don't kill him, Ramus." "Yes, don't kill me. I'll give you whatever you want." "Gems, now." "You can have them. You can have this whole broken house. The family is ruined anyway." "No thanks to you, leathery bum." "Okay, but I don't have them." Ramus went deadly silent. "I sold them." "What?" The whole room shook with Ramus' booming voice. Carterus blurted out all the information he could manage, when not being sworn to Inferno by his brother. Carterus had sold the gems to pay some debts to underground dwarves. Ramus was fuming, thinking about his family's honour in their hands, as underground dwarves were crime lords. Ramus wasted little time storming out of his estate and into the mines. There was a bad part of the underground system, where brigands dwelled out of the sight of any authority. "Keep close to me. But not too close, because I'll be on a murdering spree." "Are you sure that's the only way? Maybe we can negotiate for the gems back." "That's not how my family earned its honour, so that's not how I'll be getting it back." Ramus flipped his axe in his hand. They both wandered into a very shady part of the mines, trying not to get into more trouble than they were looking for. Dwarves with eye patches and missing teeth growled at them as they passed. Finally, they were stopped by particularly surly dwarves. "You got a reason to be in these parts." "I've come for my family stones." The dwarves laughed at Ramus. "Oh, you're the sad sap who pawned those rocks. Who's got 'em?" "Boss has all the good stuff, of course. I don't think he'll miss a few blasted hirelings." Great. They've got a mage at the back. I've got no bloody ranged moves I can use them. Actually, I do. The bow that she's using is pretty weak. It's just something she had at the start that I've never bothered upgrading. That should be enough to finish him. Good. Yeah. I say that Dwarven Alchemist isn't... Yeah. The haste's kind of annoying, but he's not that dangerous, I don't think. And he's pretty weak to whatever damage I can throw at him, so that's fine. And he's dead. So very good. I'm just pouring myself a drink because my throat is starting to get hoarse again. Give me a moment. Ramus, do we have to kill so recklessly? What's that racket, you scum? A dirt-covered dwarf with a peg leg hobbled out of a nearby tunnel. He froze when he saw the bodies on the ground. All's I'm wanting are my family gems. You hand them over, I go. The boss glowered and pulled out an axe even larger than Ramus. You think I'm some weak-necked elf gonna hand over whatever you ask? You're about to be. The crime lord grinned and showed them the dirt he had in his teeth too. I like that armor you got. I think I'll be taking it. Ramus went berserk. No, because I don't really use many stamina attacks. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a particularly tough fight. Yeah. Sorry, I needed that drink. Possibly ought to invest in a straw for when I'm trying to let's play, rather than trying to maneuver the glass past my microphone. Ooh, yeah. Life 2 on you. Okay, strike. Life 2. Strike. That's pretty bad, but... Probably... okay, use life 3, just to really get myself back in that fight. I was like, probably could have taken him down, but I'd rather use the heal and be certain.
Does anyone need healing?
There we go. Excellent. Blast you on your blasting family. The boss dwarf gurgled his last words and then was silent. Crime lord or not, Elnor made an effort to close the dwarf's eyes and laid him in a respectable fashion. Where are they? Ramus rummaged through every bag and box in the area. A glint from the boss dwarf's fallen axe caught Elnor's eye. Ramus. Elnor picked up the axe. Large jewels were fastened into the hilt. Are any of these anything important? Ramus paused and then charged towards the axe. He yanked it from Elnor and inspected them with a scowl. My gems! He used them for himself, the rat! You could have at least pointed at the symbol's face out, that dirty filth! Ramus beat on the axe to get the gems to come out, but none dislodged. Ah! Ah! Calm down. You can take the axe with you. Ramus looked at the weapon in his hands, realizing it was not just a trophy, but now the home of his family gems. He stared at it for a while, until slipping it on his back. It's a big axe. It'll do for now. But I'll shake those stones out of it soon. Elnor helped Ramus to make it back to the surface alive. Back at his estate they found Cardrus had fled. Ramus was now the rightful head dwarf in his house, even without the gems. But Ramus assured Elnor that they were important to his family honour, and that they did the right thing in getting them back, and perhaps all of Hammerhands for ridding the city of some notorious criminals. Receive the gemstone axe. Fabulous. Let's go back to the camp. And I've got a couple of things to equip, so you can now have this big shiny gemstone axe, which is pretty good. And yes, there was a magic amulet for... where is he? There he is. For you. No, it's that one. His lucky charm, which is good. Increase the chance of crits. 11 increased crit chance. I say, at some point I need to visit a city and sell some of this junk. Stop the barbarians, stop the succubus, save the scouts. Okay. So once again, got his quest. I don't think you'll have anything to say. Nope. Not to be picky, but shouldn't you... Okay, fair enough. He's got nothing else to say at this time. Hey, come here. Again. Is this about Dora too? What? How do you know? Have you asked her if she likes you yet? You keep saying that like it's so easy to do. You must think me some dwarven god. It's not my place. I'm sorry I didn't realize it was so difficult for you. Oh, you got me. I need your help with her. I want her to know that I like her, but... Well, I can't just go out and say it. I get sweaty and my voice stops working, and then she says something all pretty-like and... well, blast it. I got her something, and I want you to get it to her for me. Remus pulled out a large, bright sapphire from his pockets. It glimmered seductively in the light, and Elnor knew that it was something that Dora would fall head over heels for. Is that your family gemstone? Did you finally get it out of the axe? You bet I did. And I want Dora to have it. It's your family's crest. Are you sure you want to part with it? For Dora? Of course. Is this a dwarven mating ritual I don't know about? Mating ritual? What kind of person do you think I am? It's just a gift. If you say so. Well, yeah, I do. If it's too big a deal, I'll ask someone else to give it to her. You definitely won't give it to her yourself? Remus gave her a long look instead of answering. Are you going to help me or not? Right, sorry, my chair just sort of made... This is the problem. This computer chair I'm using is kind of rubbish. Sorry, that kind of freaked me out for a moment. Okay. Decisions. Help Remus make him do it. Oh, I'll help. I'm a good friend. Absolutely. You will. Oh, thank you heartily. Here, take it. Wait, let me wrap it up first. I want to see her surprised when she opens it up. Remus surrounded the gem in a leather wrapping and handed it off to Elnor. Take it to her now. What do I say? Don't tell her I gave it to her. Unless she likes it. If she really likes it, tell her it was from Raimi. I'll be back soon and tell you what she said. Hello, Dora. What's up? I have something for you. For me? A gift? Her eyes lit up and she inspected the wrapped present in Elnor's hands. Yes, actually. Really? Yeah, and I think you'll really like it. Elnor held out the present and Dora looked at it with an odd hesitation. Why are you giving me a gift? It's just something that I thought you would like. Dora raised her eyebrows and tentatively reached out for the present. She picked it up and brought it towards her. She looked at it forlorn for a moment while Elnor leaned down to watch her expression. Dora then sighed and thrust the present back at her. I'm sorry. I can't take this. Take it back, please. Why not? I don't deserve this. I already have stuff of yours that I need to return, so I don't feel right taking more from you. Hold on. What do you have of mine? Nothing, actually. I'll give them back once I find them again. Have you been stealing from me? No, silly. Dora hurried away without having opened the gift. God damn it. She didn't open it. Why? She grew a conscience and couldn't take something from me. Remus sulked in silence, hearing how the plan had failed. Perhaps you can give this to someone else, and maybe she'll take it from them. Or better yet, you. No, she'd just recognize it again, and then she'd be on to me. Or think I was helping you instead. I think you should try anyway. I got a better idea. If she's so keen on going through people's things when they're not looking, then I just hide it in my stuff. Hey, that's actually a good plan. I should have thought of that earlier. That's a very elaborate scheme for something that should have been so simple. Simple? You call this simple? You'd be surprised what you'd find if you just spoke to her about this. Nah, this is definitely the best way. Even if she simply takes it, you would never give it to her. She doesn't know how you feel. I don't mind if she doesn't know. I wanted to give it to her. I think she just... enough that she has it. A soft smile formed on his face as he thought of Dora with his family crest. If it means that much to you, I won't stop you. Maybe after she has it, I could maybe tell her the truth. I want to see if she likes it first, though. Alright, time to plant this baby. I'll know that Remus had the most courage of anyone in the party, but he was reduced to nearly a child at the mere thought of speaking with Dora. Love was a strange creature. Very true. She got anything to say? She's not in the mood to talk. Got her quest. You probably got nothing to say? Nope. And he's not very chatty at the moment. Right. One more quest, do we think? Because I'm quite enjoying these smaller quests. They're interesting. Let's go with... Let's go with Dora's quest. Review party setup before proceeding. Take him out. Where's she? There she is. finish there. Eleanor signalled to Dora that she was prepared for a trip to Grimoire to get her possessions back. They excused themselves from camp on a lie, as per Dora's instructions. When they were in Grimoire, they went from guard station to station until Dora realised that the thing she wanted back wouldn't be at any of them. They're carrying it around, I just know it. Carrying what around? Shush! They entered a tavern, searching for off-duty guards. Oh, there's some. A group of relaxing guards were huddled around a table, covered in trinkets and baubles, nothing much of value. They're in plain sight. Oh, I hate Grimoire's grimy guards. Is that stolen stuff they have? Yep. They'd call it contraband, but they're corrupt to their core. They just keep whatever they want. Is what you want on that table. I've got to get closer. Stay here, I'll go see. Eleanor was shocked to hear the door was going right up to them, but she disappeared into the shadows. She looked around the room trying to find Dora again, but she only caught a quick glance of her darting at the tables. Oh, I really love that. Dora eventually slid under the guard's table and stepped delicately around their feet. She slowly poked her head around the edge of the table and looked over the contents strewn around it. The dwarf woman's hand began to rise from the table as if she found what I wanted. Her fingers were on the table. They were inching closer to something, a scroll of paper. And then all the talk at the table abruptly stopped. All the guards were staring right at Dora. She smiled and waved at them. Then she snatched the scroll from the table and bolted towards Eleanor. Run! What the... Thief! Catch her! Eleanor didn't argue and ran. They shot out of the tavern and into the streets, quickly finding an alleyway to disappear into. They bobbed through the buildings to flee the city, but the guards were on full alert by then. Did we just steal that? Dora! Eleanor panted heavily while trying to catch up with the surprised dwarf. No, it's mine. I was just stealing it back. And who did you steal it from before then? Dora didn't answer. They pressed themselves against the wall as guards ran past the adjacent street. I cannot believe we are doing this. We're gonna get out, don't fuss. You there, halt! Dora squeaked as a band of guards blocked their path. They were now trapped against the wall. They matched the description. Get them! Dora shot a look at Eleanor. Oh, I really can't believe we're about to do this. Dora whipped out a bow and shot a guard in the blink of an eye. Eleanor readied her own weapon. Okay, aim shot for him. Oh. Oh, she's really expecting to do this. Oh, great, now she's pretty paralysed. Pinning shot. Bend.
Show you.
And aim shot to kill him. Still can't do much, so defend again.
I show you.
Alright, finally undone, so let's use life. Strike him. Oh, bugger. Defend. Dora, pinning shot, paralyze him. And then aim shot, finish him. Strike. Okay, life spell. Aim shot. Shot. Staggered, which is good. Strike. Strike. Dora hit him with a pinning shot. Paralyze. Strike. Still paralyzed. Aim shot. Strike. He's unparalyzed now, unfortunately. Shot. Oh, come on, 1 health. Why do they always end up with like 1 health left?
They were like this when we found them.
Okay, for real this time. Run and don't get caught. Dora sprinted away before Eleanor could recover from the fight. This time they were able to escape Grimoire undetected. Back at the camp, they caught their breath for the first time. What was all that about? What did we just risk all that over? A piece of paper? Dora held out the scroll and grinned. A very special piece of paper. A treasure map. So, half that treasure is mine? Half? You said you would split it with me. Well, yeah, not half and half, though. Ugh, fine, half if you help me get it. Deal. Lead the way. Dora trekked across the plains with her nose glued to the map. They wandered into orcish wastes. Are you sure this is the way? Whose treasure is this, anyway? Some bandit leader's rubbish. Should be heaps of it, though. Dora stopped and looked around. Do you suppose it's buried? Are you saying the treasure is right here? Yeah, the map ends here. Oh, clever, an animal den. Duh. Dora trotted over to a large hole in the ground and stuck her head inside it without looking first. A giant scorpion crawled out and she shrieked. Who buries the stuff in an occupied den? Then let's clean it out. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, and she's low on stamina as well. Oh, this could be interesting.
I showed you.
Ouch. Life spell. Oh, this could be quite bad.
I showed you.
Okay. That's one of those big snakes out of the equation. The other one. Elnor, life spell. I am running out of mana to keep doing that.
Incoming!
Now, shrug for that. Okay, let's do that, and let's do that. Then let's kill that bastard. I've just got a giant scorpion to fight. Yay. He said most enthused.
Incoming!
Oh boy. Life spell. Yeah. I'm so very glad I invested with all those life spells because they're just really useful on these class quests, and I didn't have one of my primary healers with me. Yuck! Yuck! Stupid critters. Okay, treasure time. Dora poked around the scorpion den, but her face became increasingly disappointed. Where's the goodies? She yanked out her fist quickly, and a dirty piece of parchment was crumbled in her fingers. Where's the treasure? Dora, you promised treasure. The dwarf read the note with a scowl. Rats! Someone else got here first, I take it. Dear Gus, took it from my own bull. Bandits robbed themselves. Whatever happened to honour among thieves? So what do we do now? One thing we can do. Find this filth and get it back. Eleanor sighed and shuffled her feet as she followed Dora determinedly. He scouted for bandits who took the treasure. Dora seemed to know a lot about thieves' nests. She knew the right code word to ask and exactly where to look for any information on Bull. I think it's about time you admit you're a thief yourself, Dora. Shush you, do you want the shiny things or not? They finally got a lead on the Bull character, and were directed to the basement under the local pub. In the smoky atmosphere, groups of thugs and bandits were laughing, drinking and playing crude games. They noticed Dora and Eleanor's entrance, but didn't stop their debauchery on their behalf. Hey, who ordered the girls? All of the bandits laughed, but Dora placed her hands on her hips. You tell that rat Bull to show his ugly head or I'll start bashing him until he does. Their laughter died and the man stood up. I'd recognise this piece of work anywhere. You're arse. This is the dwarf that ripped off old Gus and tried to run off with all our plunder. This made the bandits angry. They stood up and reached for their weapons. Did you really do that? Hey, don't blame a girl for getting even. Filth ripped me off first. Said I'd get my fair share of the cut and then they forgot to tell me they'd pack up and leave me behind the next morning. Thieves are truly honourless. Everyone, including Dora, looked back at Eleanor with disapproval. Eleanor quieted herself. Well then, I guess we gotta settle this the old-fashioned way. Boys, come and get it. I ain't scared. No, I don't have no voice there. Wait, can't we settle this another... Nope. No, we can't. One shot. Attack. Bloody hell. I'm not having Dora on the front line. direction. I'm certainly not letting her be the only one on the front line. Oh, that's bad. Life spell. Switch position. And then aim shot. That won't quite kill him, so I'm going to hit him with a paralyzed shot. Take him out of the fight for the moment. This will kill him. How do I counter-attack him in melee? Oh, right, because it's Dora. Okay.
I showed you.
I thought I was controlling Elmore there. Okay, staggered.
Yeah.
Excellent. That should be the end of that quest, I would have thought. Dora laughed as she shot arrows at the fleeing bandits. She and Elnor had managed to clean out an entire basement by themselves. Bag of cowards, let's toss this place. Dora was giddy as she picked the basement clean and relieved all of the bandits of their items. Good haul, good haul. Dora handed a box of tobacco to Elnor, who was only watching Dora work. Take it, half of this stuff is yours, member. Doesn't look much like treasure. Not right now, but when we turn it in, we'll get plenty of coin. Dora smiled at Elnor with some admiration. You did real good today. You'd be a legend for sure if you ever went rogue. Thank you. As Dora said, when they sold the items they pilfered around town, the gold started to pile up. Even though Dora was a little reluctant, she eventually split all their earnings in half, rounding up in her favour, of course. And 2,000 gold coins. Fabulous. Right, I'm going to quickly chat to people in camp. He won't have anything to say. He probably doesn't. Nope. Nope. Nothing to say. He's got nothing to say at the moment. Oh, hi again. Nope, she's got nothing to say. Nothing to say. Still got her quest. Still got her quest. Nothing new with him. Nothing new with him. That is fine. Right, looking at my timer, that's probably a perfectly good point to leave this video. So I'll probably do another couple of the personal stories in the next video, and then I'll probably call this recording session quits. Not sure, I'll have a think about it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.